In this video, we will be talking about the new mayor that's on the way, AATROX. We all know that AATROX came and went, and there are certain ways to prepare for his perks. Today, I'll bring them all in one video for starters, mid-game, and late-game players. I'll talk about perks and what you should do depending on your interests. But before we go in, I ask 2 seconds of your time and hit the subscribe button. I'm so close to 20k and getting closer to YouTuber rank every single day, which is my goal to get in first half of 2021, hopefully. Alright, so first off, if you don't know, this mayor gives 25% Slayer experience buff, which is actually quite decent because grinding Slayers is repetitive. Let's put it this way, you will get 1 free boss XP every 4th boss you slay. This subject is more important for dungeoneers and personal stat grinders. I'll get to that. Second buff AATROX gives is Pathfinder. Rare drops are 20% more often. This will be important for every player in the game that is interested in making money with Slayers. Magic Find is also important for this thing, so you will want to max this thing out. And the last thing that it gives, Slayer Quest starts for half its price. This is a huge buff for early to mid-game players. I remember the times I couldn't grind Slayers because starting quests was so expensive for me. Also, it makes some certain money-making methods possible, so that's always good. So let's get into the depths of his perks. By leveling up your Slayers and grinding Slayers, you get permanent stat boost, which surely is important. I suggest you to get as highest level as you can while AATROX is here. If you can't slay high tier bosses, you should invite a friend and do it with them. If you're having struggle to kill the high tier bosses, you can even boss trade with them, which is a thing to spam bosses faster. It's really useful. Or you can go for Slayer sets. They usually are not that expensive. Second of all, power orbs are a thing in this game. And whether if you're in a dungeon or not, they are useful. So you should at least grind till you get Wolf Slayer 6, so you can at least use Mana Flux. Mana Flux is not even that expensive. It's not OP like Overflux, but it's better than nothing. Oh, by the way, I forgot to tell you, you should always have a Maddox Bat Phone. But I don't think I have to tell you that. Also, don't forget to upgrade your Magic Find, because Magic Find is really important when it comes to Slayers. Moving on, if you are grinding for money and if you're an early game player, you could go for Tarantula bosses. They generally drop Toxic Arrow Poison, I mean it's not even that rare, which can be sold to the NPCs and could make huge profit. It's not like farming or like mythological events. Also, it's not guaranteed like farming. But this money making method is useful for early to mid game players. With a Runan bow and a decent set, you should easily do tier 4 Tarantula bosses. If you can't, you can always do tier 3, but that'll be less profit when you get Toxic Arrow Poison, and also you will get less XP. But if you're not that far ahead in the game that can't do tier 4 Slayers, even doing tier 3 will be a good money making method for you. Well, if you're a late game player and you want to make money from AATROX, I don't think I have to tell you what to do. I mean, you probably already know, but I'm making this video, so you're probably gonna go for Overflux drops, which is a huge profit when you get one. In order to increase the chance of getting it, you should max your Magic Find out. And how to do so is that you should get a superior set, apply Dragon Horn at every piece, Legion 5, level 100 Griffin. I know mine is 68, but I'm not that much of a late game, whatever. With the pet item called Lucky Clover and Daedalus Axe. And yeah, Chimera, yeah, totally. You should totally apply this enchantment, yeah, sure, why not? All I'm saying is, you should max out your Magic Find by having certain sets, pets, enchants, and items. Which in this event, that is what I'm doing. I'm not expecting to get back the money I spent on Magic Find, but it's not gonna be the only thing that I'm gonna do with this much Magic Find. It's not gonna be only useful for AATROX. My co-op will also use it for fishing. It'll also be useful whenever there's a mythological event. Long story short, I'm investing in the future. So if you don't have the stuff but wanna have, keep in mind that you have to be really lucky to earn back the money you spend on the stuff. But will it worth it? I think in the long term, it's gonna be worth it. I forgot to tell you, but I don't think I have to. You should also use god potions and booster cookies to increase your magic find. I'm not joking. I know, I should have done this video like 2 days ago or something, but I didn't have the stuff back then, and I felt like it wouldn't fit if I didn't have the stuff, but telling you to get it, like that wouldn't feel right. So yeah, that was all of it. I hope you guys were informed by this. If you did, please consider subscribing, and I'll see you the next time. Peace.